starring Lee Marvin.
Hey, the patrol just passed. We got 17 minutes.
Keep it down to a roar, will you?
Oh, who's gonna hear? There's nobody within 7 blocks. Okay, okay. Hey, we ready to make boom boom?
Get the blanket. Get it, Eddie.
What happened?
I don't know. Nothing wrong here.
I'll go check the door.
Eddie, that stuff's hot.
I'll pull a wire.
Come on, Charlie, help me.
Yeah, there's hardly any dough. We got the wrong information. We can't lift this.
We can't leave him here.
Come on. Come on, they'll be here in a minute.
This was the second vault job in 2 weeks. Amounts of cash taken were not large, but the MO indicated experts. Now they left a clue behind, a dead one. My name is Frank Ballinger, Detective Lieutenant, M Squad, a special detail of the Chicago Police.
Here's the package on the guy that brought in last night. Did a stretch in Joliet.
Eddie Hart. Picked up 3 years ago in a Northside drugstore job.
It's penny ante stuff. He did 18 months.
Oh, it's been out over a year, no arrests and no suspicions. Captain, what's a kid like this doing in a vault job like motor shipping? I mean, what would a pro be doing with a kid like this as a partner?
I don't know, Frank.
You know, whoever's doing this is one of the best fielders in town. You see the photographs of that other job?
Yeah.
I'll bet it's the same guy.
Well, the MO's the same. He knocked out the burglar alarm, got in through the roof, and blew the safe with explosives. There's a couple of possibles from the FBI.
William Brand, Demolition Man Army. Otto Pennick, Navy Demolition. Served 4 years in Joliet for blowing a safe. Joliet?
Yeah, he was there at the same time as Eddie Hart. This Pennick is a graduate chemist.
So, Lawrence Ballinger. You know the kid they brought in last night from the motor shipping job? What was the time and cause of death? You sure? Okay, thanks, Lawrence. You know, that safe door didn't kill the kid, at least not directly. He died 5 minutes after he got to the hospital, and the listed cause of death is shock and loss of blood. What about relatives?
His wife, Penny's the only one listed.
They had her downtown yet?
Yeah, last night, but only to make a positive ID on her husband.
Maybe I better go and have a talk with her. See if I can find out who her husband's ever-loving buddies were.
Look, honey, we were buddies. It was an accident. And like I told you, Otto's a chemical engineer. You think I'm lying, huh? All right, get on the phone and call Caltech. Go on, call him.
You're thieves.
Charlie, do me a favor. Don't be telling her to call anybody about me just now, huh?
You're thieves, convicts.
So is Eddie, Mrs. Hart. You better get accustomed to that idea.
Look, honey, we didn't get very much, but with Eddie gone, you're in line for his share.
I don't want it.
We're planning a bigger job. We'll give you his part of that, too. But, Mrs. Hart, you gotta help us.
Help you? You practically killed Eddie. And I was so happy when he was paroled.
Look, honey, don't be so righteous. So Eddie didn't tell you. So what? But you already accept the nice things he was going to give you, huh? Expensive clothes, jewelry, a decent place. Well, okay, you'll still get them. But like Otto told you, on the big caper.
Hurry it up, Charlie. They're not stupid. She's Eddie's wife. It's wonder they haven't been here to question her already.
They'll be around to ask questions. What are you going to tell them?
I don't know.
You don't know.
No, I don't. It was so hard when Eddie was away. And then he got out, went to work for you and Otto. And he told me he had great plans for our future. And I believed all of it.
Man coming down the hall. Looks like a cop. Come on, let's move.
Now, look, honey, we can't go back to my place. We're staying here tonight.
Here?
Yeah.
Come on, Charlie.
Just a minute. You can't stay here. What if they come in and...
Don't worry about it, honey. It's all been taken care of. So remember, you know exactly what to tell him. Now, we'll be only a few feet away, listening.
Mrs. Hart?
Yes.
I'm Lieutenant Ballinger. I'd like to talk to you about your husband. May I come in?
Yes, come in.
Mrs. Hart, of course you realize that your husband died during the commission of a burglary.
Yes.
But more than that, this was a big job. A bigger job than Eddie could handle, or any of his friends. Do you happen to know a man by the name of William Brand?
No.
What about Otto Panic?
I don't think so, no.
You know, these are dangerous criminals, Mrs. Hart. They cause your husband to lose his life. The next time it might be an innocent bystander.
You mean that I'm lying?
No, but if you were, I think it would be foolish. Are you sure that Eddie didn't tell you who he was going out with last time?
He didn't say. He just got dressed and went out.
What about his clothing or his personal effects? Would there be any letters, notes, telephone numbers I could use, anything like that?
No, I doubt it.
Would you mind if I take a look?
No.
Mrs. Hart, I'm going to tell you something that you don't know. If your husband's friends had pulled that safe door off of him or gotten him help, he'd still be alive. Yet you still want to protect men like that, huh?
I don't know who he was with.
If you happen to remember anything, call me at this number. I felt Penny Hart had lied. A stakeout was placed on her apartment in the hope a known criminal would be seen entering. Meanwhile, burglary detail came up with the names of 6 men known to have been friendly with Eddie Hart at Joliet. One of the names was Otto Penning. I spent the rest of the afternoon running down the list of suspects. 1 had a complete alibi, 2 were in prison, and 1 was dead. This left Otto Penning, who had checked out of the downbeat room where he had been boarding, and Charlie Logan, a former weightlifter and confidence man who had visited with Penning. The woman who ran the boarding place said Logan was an unpredictable type with a steel plate in his head, the result of a car crash. Logan had served time for various crimes, including safe burglary. We got out a flyer on Pennick and Logan and also screened their pictures on television, asking the public to contact us if either of these men were seen.
All right, thanks a lot. No, we'll call you if we need you. Well, we got some action in those pictures on TV.
No?
Industrial chemist named Wagner recognized Penning as a man who ordered a tank of fluorine and one of hydrogen from him last Thursday.
Fluorine and hydrogen?
Mm-hmm. That's what he said. He also said if you put the two together, you get the hottest flame anybody ever heard of. And there's enough stuff to blow up 3 or 4 banks.
Did he give you the address of where he shipped the tanks?
Mm-hmm. Said a man picked it up. From the TV pictures, he recognized Logan.
Great. Now we know who they are and that they got enough stuff to blow up 4 banks. But where are they?
What's the matter with you?
Eddie was still alive when they took him to the hospital. You could have saved him.
Oh, that cop's nuts. That cop's just trying to upset you so you rat on somebody. Hey, you know, honey? You're a pretty cute kid. Now, you ought to relax. You and me, we could have a lot of fun.
Stay away from me.
Okay. I'm not the kind of guy to press too hard. I'll wait till you get to know me better. You'll find out that I'm quite...
Stop it. I want you out of here.
But you're our partner.
No, I'm not. Take your money and go.
Charlie, let her alone.
Oh, she's just nervous.
Sooner or later, the police are going to find you. And I don't want you here. How do you know somebody hasn't seen you go up and down that ladder to the roof?
Who's going to see us? There's nothing across that alley but the rear of the storage building, and we only move at night. So why don't you quit being so jittery, honey?
Stay here, keep the apartment, but I've got to get out of here.
You're not going nowhere. Now, I want you to sit down and keep your face shut. Eh?
I believe that officer now. You're just the kind that would walk away from Eddie when he was dying.
Mrs. Hart, you don't know what you're saying.
I do. You killed Eddie, and now you're going to try and get rid of me, but it's not going to work out that way. Oh.
Well, what do we do now?
Well, the way she's acting, we can't let her wander around until we're ready to blow town. She'll go right to the cops.
You don't mean you're going to kill her?
Nah. You think I want 20,000 volts going up my backbone? We'll just gag her and put her on ice.
Oh, I want to go over that bank layout with you once more before we leave. You didn't have it memorized very well last time.
Wait a minute. We got to come back here before we leave for good, don't we?
That's right. Anybody comes in here, we don't want them to find her.
Okay. I know what we'll do.
What?
You get out the map of the bank. I'll take care of this.
Hello, Charlie.
Yeah.
Here's the tunnel wall, remember?
Yeah.
Here's where we left the gas tanks. Here's the section of the sewer next to the vault.
Yeah. Let me see. Now, you go down here, right?
Right.
Set your charges and wait for me to knock out the alarms, right?
That does it.
Okay. Open the window.
What are you going to do?
Open the window. Can't leave her hanging around where some nosy cop might find her. So, I'm hanging her out the window. Ain't that a gasser? Go ahead.
You sure she's in there?
Gotta be. I've been out there all day.
Do you have the key?
Yeah.
Open it up. You sure she didn't leave the building?
I've been out there in the car since 2 o'clock when I relieved Jackson.
What about the fire escape down at the end of the hall?
Absolutely not. It's right near the front corner. I could see it clearly from where I was.
Here. Looks like more than one person had something to eat here.
Yeah, looks like.
Maybe that's why we couldn't find our boys. They've been cooped up here.
But how'd they leave? I stake my life.
Look, why don't you get up on the roof and take a look? Yeah. Oh, hello, Captain. No, she's left.
One of Bailey's men spotted Logan a while back at the south end of the loop. Followed him for about a block, then he lost him. I got 20 men checking those buildings down there, but you know most of them are locked up at this hour.
It looks like they might have been here today, but how they got out of the building without being spotted, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Panic's probably around that section, too, with those 2 tanks of gas. I imagine they're working right now if we only knew which bank.
Okay, Captain, I'll meet you as soon as I can. 10 minutes to the outside. Right. You better get back up on the roof and take a look, and then get downstairs. Mrs. Hart shows, grab her. I got down to the financial district in 7 minutes flat. But driving away from Penny Hart's place, I kept remembering her sad little face. It just didn't seem possible that she could really be tied up with people like Logan and Pennick, except by fear or force. Any news on Logan?
Well, we got the whole area covered. It looks like somebody should have grabbed him before now.
Well, what about the girl in Panic?
Nothing. You know, I got an idea we could sit here all night. Now what's happening?
Sounds like every burglar alarm in the whole area is going off at once.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Pennick's a demolition man. He'd know where to find the main box that controls all the alarms in this area.
Well, the main ADT box would be underground.
That's it. That's why they lost him. He went underground in the sewers. Get me the main office of the ADT and rush it.
That's pretty wild. They set off 50 alarms, so we don't know where they're working, huh?
It's Captain Gray, M Squad.
Captain, the alarm
Yeah,
box.
I know. I'm right here. Now listen carefully. Where is the main box that controls all the alarms in this area?
Below 5th and LaSalle.
Under 5th and LaSalle.
Got it.
This is Captain Gray, Emergency 1. suspects believe working in sewers within an area of 4 blocks of the Third National Bank. Now, if the alarms are ringing in your area, repeat, if the alarms are ringing in your area, go to the nearest sewer vent. Search for suspects.
Boy, I'd have loved seeing the look on their faces when all those alarms went off all at once. I bet they're running around up there like chickens with their heads cut off.
Doesn't take much of a charge to blow out these bricks. There's only 3 inches of concrete on the inside.
Cops, how'd they get her so fast? I thought you said...
Where's the girl?
I'm dying. Get me a doctor.
We'll get you, doctor. Where's the girl?
He hung her at the bedroom. Bedroom window.
Get him an ambulance. I contacted the stakeout car outside of Penny's apartment and told him to get up to the Hart place as fast as possible. Get an ambulance, quick.
You didn't get us a minute too soon?
Logan ended up where most rats live and die, in the sewer. Otto Pennick recovered and pleaded guilty. Penny Hart left Chicago and returned to the farm town where she was born. Things are a lot more quiet there, and that's just the way she likes it.
Squad. Starring Lee Marvin.